Hello again. Bit of a windier one today, but warm overall, about 18 degrees. Conkers are getting bigger, aren't they? Won't be long before they're all over the floor here, smashing. Here's mine in the porch. There we are, it's massive. We planted that this year. Excellent, doing well. So, okay, so what's going on? Well, not the longest route today, just popping around Mules Park. A few bits and pieces to talk about as usual. No birthdays today, I'm afraid. But there we are, got a birthday tomorrow, I know that. All good. Right, what else is in the news? Pirate event, remember? That's right, here's the latest announcement. There it is on the screen. As usual, I'll give you fair warning to say pause that if you want to read it. Because here's the actual picture graphic that goes with it. There we are. Do feel free to pause that as well. And 3, 2, 1, it's gone. So what we're doing, quick lap of Mules Park and a few pictures sent in by Jane. Starting off with a little story about the one and only Clifton Hotel, which is there. We've looked around that before. And I'm going to sort out my facts and figures and we'll chat about it. The entire hotel and grounds was sold in 1926. For how much do you reckon? Sum total of £8,000 is the advert. So you could have bought the Clifton and all the grounds and everything that goes with it for £8,000. Isn't that utterly amazing? Thanks for that, Jane. Absolutely smashing. I'll buy that in a heartbeat for £8,000 anyway. So I wander up into Mules Park, quick lap. We'll go clockwise today, start off with the water features, just to see what's going on down there. See if we can see any of these signs for the dog mess that we looked at the other day. My first time out in my fleece for a long time. So it's just not quite cold enough to warrant the coat. I'd have been a little bit too hot. I read on Facebook there's a crow nesting with hatchlings somewhere in the park. Apparently it's attacking people, so I don't know exactly where that's supposed to be. Hopefully they won't get dive bombed by any crows. We'll have to see. There's that bank where we look up and see the daffodils in the spring. Completely covered now, isn't it, in vegetation? Oh, so beautiful up here. It really is. Bit that cleared out down there. Nice big plant formed in the middle. Smashing. Not much rain lately, so we don't have the water feature in full flow. But isn't that lovely? Isn't that lovely? Under the arch of the red tree that I always mention, because I do like that bit. Do like all the little fences along here, all handmade with bamboo, etc. They do that all the way around. Very nice. Gives a very elegant touch, very rustic touch to a very beautiful place. Maybe another little one there. I say it every time, remember that was bare for a long, long time. No sign of fish in there anymore. That's all right. Lovely. Lovely. Lovely flowers. Lovely colours. Lovely, huge, great big granera. Massive. And across the little bridge. There we go. Ideal. Ideal. There was someone on Facebook asking if anyone knew what that was about up there. They said because if it's supposed to be powering something, it's not exactly getting very much light, is it, on the solar panel? The answer is it isn't really, but it must be there for some reason. Anyway, beautiful. Take the slightly longer loop today. I won't go up around the side of the walled garden like I normally do. I'll walk up towards Beacon House, Babbage's old crib. And how old that tree was when it fell down. How long's that one been there, eh? The width of that trunk. Let's cut it down and count the rings. No. But I was here when Babbage was in residence. Crazy. Nice to walk round in the opposite direction. Coming up on the dog dip now. All dogs must be dipped. You must dip your dog. Here we are, the one and only Teignmouth dog dip. You will be dipped in all but a few millimetres of water. Well, that's certainly grown up, hasn't it? Remember the other day we came up and walked across the middle of that? Not doing that at the moment. Oh no. And it's really nice how, even though it's grown up on the grass bits, they've still kept the pathways mowed down there like that. So you still take a bit of a shortcut if you need to. Brilliant. Well looked after up here, isn't it? Well looked after. So all volunteers. Amazing. Of course, there's our favourite wooden doggo. Did have a collar with a chain around him with a padlock for a long time. That's gone. Someone managed to get that off. And I know Gary came up. Hello, Gary. And Gary put a bandana on him. Of course, someone's decided that needs to be taken away as well. If you look, there's a bit of dog poo, not dog poo, bird poo on his eye. It looks almost like he's crying. Every time someone gives him a collar or a bandana, someone comes and takes it away. What a shame. Whoa, certainly got that breeze now that I was on about earlier. Still, we've managed it without any crow attacks so far, so all good. There's a little Rufus there on the end of the thingy. I'll zoom in. Oh, it's just gone. I don't have any Rufus food on me today because I'm not planning to do a trip along the seawall this morning. Saving that for tomorrow. Going to meet Sean, who's down there. Sean probably won't appear in the video, but I will be going down there to say hello to him. Shall we have a lovely postcard from Jane? Why not? This postcard is entitled To Teignmouth from the East. Here it is. Look at that. Now, J. Salmon printed it. She's not sure of the date, but the artist was A.R. Quinton. And he was active in the 1910s to the 1930s. So that gives you a rough idea of when that might have been. Lovely postcard. Thank you ever so much, Jane. Absolutely smashing. We're going to pop down to that little balcony down there in a minute for a bit of a local interest story. But we're going to... Hello, train. There's Rufus Land. So save that for tomorrow. Even better weather tomorrow. Warmer, less wind. Ideal. Nice bit of beach today. And unsurprisingly, busy been. Right, let's go down to this balcony and tell you this little story about something. Local interest story. Local artist Anna Grayson took a photograph up here on this balcony, which was designed to replicate Sir Frederick Leighton's 1895 painting Flaming June. But she's took her own spin on it. Here we go. This is the picture. There we are. That's the photograph. Smashing. And here is indeed the original that it's based on. There we are. And finally, here's Anna herself with the photo on display at the Royal Academy Summer Exhibition. Smashing. Lovely work from a local artist. Brilliant. But right out on the horizon, we can notice now by its absence that the Sea Eagle, was it called? The three-part ship we've been looking at, visible all from everywhere, has now finally departed. I believe it was stopped over to avoid bad weather, and it's going off overseas now. So safe journey to it. It's been nice to see you on the horizon for the past couple of weeks. Warm enough today for me to actually drink some of my water I brought with me. It's unusual for me at the moment. We've passed the bean. Building over there having all the rendering taken off, showing the original brickwork. Can be re-rendered. Smashing. Quite a breezy bit of road here by the seafront. Wonder what it's going to be like on the seafront itself. Find out in a moment though. Moving along. Not too bad. Not too bad. Got colourful writing today. That's nice. A bit like the colours of my confetti when I do a birthday. Sun and cloud. That's 17 degrees. Smash in. Oh, I got my car down yesterday about the radio. It was the digital aerial was packed up. So that's what I've got to sort out next, but not a major problem. All good. Andy hit me up midday yesterday and said, Teignmouth's on escape to the country. Is it? Yeah. So I turned it over and it was right here by the pier, right where those people are sitting there on the end. They were filming here. Lovely. But it's a couple of years ago, I think, because it kept saying the prices are correct as of 2024. So not exactly recent. My usual little zoom along, 5x zoom. Side of the pier here. Seafront. Smash it. And also, before I forget, I've got one of Carol's postcards taken off the pier, looking along that way. Here we go. Thank you very much for that, Carol. Cheers. And that there, in the middle of the steps, is one of the original lampposts up here on the seafront, which is to be left as a reminder of days gone by. Brilliant. Brunch, Luders, Victorias, and coasters. And of course, a fountain. Smashing. Just over there we've got Delightful Light, which we looked at before. But next to it we've got Little Gems Baby Shop, which we will look at in the future. But they're still getting ready in there, so it's not really fair I try and stick the camera in while it's all the stocks all over the floor, etc. But it says opening soon on the window, so we will check that out when it opens. Now, last one from Jane. It's all about over there. I'll go into voiceover and tell you. Okay, so where Wetherspoons is now was the Albert Temperance Hotel. Here's an advert from 1883. There we go, saying that you can get non-intoxicating drinks, hot or cold, and they service your horse and carriage as well. Lovely. And of course, it's not the same building now, but the building next to Wetherspoons there, we believe the top part is actually the same part that was the hotel. The Temperance Hotel. Thanks, Jane. So, very interesting. Thanks, Jane. The Temperance Hotel. Lots of non-intoxicating drinks sold. Lovely. So, there we are. Job is, as they say, a good one. And smashing. Set out to do what I wanted to do. And all good. So I did 3 pictures from Jane. Thank you, Jane. I could have done 5, but I've decided to save the other 2 for tomorrow. There's no point doing everything in one day, is there? Because there is indeed always tomorrow. Always another video to come. Smashing. Take care. Thanks for watching. Bye.